Let's welcome on board Dipan Mehta, Director at Elixir Equities, to discuss just that. And Dipan, hi, good afternoon. Thanks for your time today. Dipan, overall, give us your read-through about the market, because yesterday, we started strong, ended weak. Today we ended slightly weak, but it looks like we started slightly weak, but it looks like we may end slightly stronger. And lots happening on the GST front as well. Help us understand, how do you put all of this into understanding, and how do you read the market at the moment?
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting me on your show. See, short term, very difficult to predict which way the markets can go. But what we are seeing just now is that liquidity coming from retail investors through mutual funds is preventing the market from going down, and all the supply also is being absorbed from IPO and promoter selling. But the stock market is not able to go higher as well, because a lot of professional investors are waiting in the sideline, waiting for a correction or waiting for the earnings growth to resume, because we have seen slowdown in earnings for past several quarters or so, and government has taken many efforts: tax cut, interest cut, and now GST cut. So at some point of time we should see a revival in earnings, and that could be the trigger for the markets to move up higher. But other than that, I think if that doesn't happen, then market may remain like this range bound for even an extended period of time. But I think that this festive season has kicked off pretty well, and we should see improvement in a lot of stocks. Earnings this should definitely improve.
That's the take coming in on the markets, but even lots to talk about when it comes to different sectors and the expectations. But yes, of course, today all eyes are on all-important GST meet as the council takes a decision on the announcements made by Prime Minister Modi during his Independence Day speech. The street is pricing in a $13 billion consumption boost if slabs are rationalized, leading to the tax cut and demand boost. Let's go across to my colleague Prakash Priyadarshi to understand what are the major announcements that are expected. Prakash.
The meeting is underway, and we are learning from our sources that the GST Council is deliberating process simplification under GST. The process of return filing and how the compliance burden could be eased for the subscriber consumers going forward. However, the discussion on rates yet to start, and we are expecting it will take sufficient, the GST Council will take sufficient time to have wider deliberation before coming onto a conclusion. As you are aware, that the GST GOM on rate rationalization has already accepted the central's proposal for a two-rate structure, 5% and 18%. In fact, almost 99% of items under 12% category will come under 5%. Items under 28%, such as cement, electricals, electronic items, will come under 18% category. There will be a separate 40% slab, which will comprise, thin goods and high-end luxury cars. Items such as bikes, cars, and pan masala, tobacco will attract 40% taxes. Along with that, if you look at the key economic sectors, such as agriculture, textiles, fertilizer, renewable energy, automotive, handicrafts, medical devices, insurance, construction, could see big benefits under the new structure. In fact, the GST GOM on rate rationalization has also accepted the central proposal of complete exemption of GST on insurance on insurance premiums. That's an important development coming in. In fact, the GST Council will also deliberate. But the one thing that will create a little huddle before the consensus is, of course, potential revenue loss. In fact, this opposition ruling states have raised their concerns about potential revenue loss. They are demanding a clear framework to compensate them against potential revenue loss. Let's see how it pans out. But at this point of time, a crucial GST Council meeting is underway, and we are expecting some major announcements. Back to you.
Okay, Prakash, thanks for taking us through all of those updates on what's happening in the meeting. Prakash has just joined us live from ground from New Delhi, where the GST meeting is currently underway. And well, Prakash has been reporting from the rain, so it looks like monsoons are still wreaking havoc on the northern part of the country and the national capital as well. But while we're talking about the GST meeting, Andhra Pradesh Finance Minister said that they support Centre's proposal on the GST rate rejig. Let's go across and listen into what he had to say on that front.
An alliance party, we are supporting from Andhra Pradesh, we are supporting the major reforms in the GST sector which are being proposed by Government of India. Most of them are going to help the common man and poorest of the poor. They are coming from the food sector, education, health, steel, cement, textiles, all the reforms which are being proposed by the Government of India to bring down the burden on the common man.
All right, so that's the take coming in from Andhra FM. And yes, of course, we have been tracking all the commentary that we are getting to have from the various state finance ministers, and the meeting of GST is still underway. But along with that, Dipan, yes, of course, the consumption is expected to get a very big boost, and we have talked to you about where in consumption are you willing to find comfort. But along with that, Dipan, the other fact is that the capex, that story remains to be a little dark at this point in time, because if the government is actually cutting its finances for now, what will happen to the capex theme? How do you see that playing, Dipan? And with respect to that, what do you think could be the outlook for the PSUs rather?
See, I don't know where the evidence is there that the capex is looking bleak and the government will cut capex, and I haven't seen that. In fact, we are seeing more and more orders come through for the defense players. So government is not cutting back over there, and new infrastructure projects are being also announced from time to time. So I don't agree with the assessment that the capex cycle is slowing down. In fact, I think that the capex cycle may accelerate even from the private sector side. So I mean, I don't see any evidence like that. So I cannot really comment.
Okay, Deepan. So that's the take coming in on CapEx. Deepan, we'll keep the conversation going on the other side, but the beginning of the month often marks key financial activities like salary credits, bill payments, and planning expenses. But just as we plan for our expenses, it's equally important to plan for our investments. And to encourage this habit, SBI Mutual Fund, in collaboration with Times Network, is launching a nationwide investor awareness initiative, Bharat Nivesh, Behtar Nivesh, Behtar Kal. The objective of this initiative is to promote the habit of consistent investing amongst Indians, helping them secure their financial future. As part of the campaign, we are observing the 4th of every month as a monthly reminder to ensure that you start your mutual fund SIP or ensure your existing SIP continues. So go on and set your reminder to invest consistently and stay committed to your goals for the financial well-being of you and your loved ones. But on that note, we'll slip into a very short break. Keep the conversation going on the other side.